was laid out, and the challenge was there, and so he kind of did a rap, which is how it started.
This was actually the first verse. I was in Kansas City. I was writing the song. I read that story, and I'll tell you why I wanted to write a song about the three. I remember, in Sunday school, I was in high school, and I remember I had this memory tucked in somewhere. I walked into a Sunday school room, and there's like this, Shadrack, Meshack, and Abendigo, and the story of the fiery furnace, and there's just these three guys drawn in crayons, with a fourth little angel, and they're just like, woo, there's flames. And I just have this Sunday school. It's such a great Sunday school story of deliverance, how these three guys got thrown in the fire and the angels saved them, and they didn't have any of their hair burned or didn't even smell like smoke, right? And so this is my memory, and then I read it, and I wanted to write a song, but I remember writing it, like I wrote, the first verse was like this. It had these words in it, and I'll do it for you. It kind of sounds like a rap now. It is a rap.
Give us a beat, Joey. Lay it down, Joey.
Hold on, let me give you the tempo. There we go. Shadrack, Meshack, and Abendigo. King Nebuchadnezzar wouldn't let them go. In the trouble, in the fire, they wouldn't bow. To the king, to the idol, to the golden cow. Surprisingly enough, it really was like that. I wrote the first verse, and then I left the idea of that song. I'm like, I'm never going to try to write this song ever. But it couldn't leave me. I mean, this story, when I read it again this last year, three guys would bow down to this golden image that King Nebuchadnezzar, was ruler of the land, had created. It was a big golden image, and all the musicians would play a song, and everybody, when the music played, you would bow down to this image in honor of the king. These three men wouldn't do it. They were brought before the king, and they're standing there before him, and everybody knew if you didn't bow down at that moment, you were thrown into a fiery furnace. And a really, really hot one. And these three guys said, "King, we're not gonna bow. We have a God who is able to deliver us." And then there's this comma, and then there's this line. They said, "But even if he doesn't, know this, King, we're not going to bow to your idol. We're going to serve our God." And that line, I don't know if you feel the impact that I felt, but they went there to burn, these guys, They did. They knew the stories of their God. They knew the stories of Moses and Abraham. They grew up in those stories. But everyone that they had probably heard of that had gone before the king because they wouldn't bow, they burned. It's what you did, You burned. And so this story actually has meant a lot to us just in life, A lot of things haven't gone our way in life in the last year. But it doesn't make God any less God,
That's right.
And so we'll try to sing it. It's just that story, try to put the music in. I'll sing it for you.
It's called Burn Us Up, by the way.